So Ian Anderson, pitcher, Atlanta Braves, and not only any pitcher, he's number 3 prospect in the Atlanta Braves organization, drafted 3rd overall in 2016, promoted to Double-A Mississippi earlier this month from Class A advanced. 20 years old, top 40 prospect in all of baseball. Before he was promoted, he led the Florida State League in strikeouts, 118 and 100 innings, and was second with an ERA of 2.52 and a 1.13 whip.
Not bad.
Pretty impressive, right?
I liken him to, like, again, don't look at the record, because what I'm trying to teach my brain is don't pay that much attention to the record. Ian Anderson reminds me of Jacob deGrom this year when he was with the Florida Fire Frogs. He was dominant on the mound, and Ian won't say this because he's too good of a teammate, so I will. Not enough run support. Wow. So he didn't win a lot of games.
Ian, good morning. Roger Weiland, Chris Honorado in your hometown. How you doing, my man?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Well, I know Chris is comparing you to Jacob deGrom right now.
I heard that.
You don't have to respond.
No,
you don't have to respond. And by the way, we're talking about Chris here, the biggest Atlanta Braves fan I know.
That's good. They're going it this year.
The playoff Atlanta Braves, Roger.
I'm sure he's very happy about that.
I know, the playoff Atlanta Braves. So give us the update, Ian. It looks like you're doing very well in Double-A. You come out of the advanced A, you get to Double-A. Things are going well. Give us a little take of what your situation is like right now and what the next step is going to be for you.
Yeah, just probably going to finish up the season here in Double-A with the Mississippi Braves. I think we have 2 more series left. We're making a late playoff push, so we might play a little September baseball as well. But probably just finish the season up from here and head home for a little bit.
Has this grind been what you thought it would be, and are you where you were hoping to be at this point in your goal to get to the bigs? Yeah,
I'm definitely happy with where I'm at. Obviously this isn't the end goal, but, I feel like each year, it's going to get a little easier, as far as, what to, do to prepare your body and, stay strong mentally to get through the season, just based off of things you learned from the previous year. So, I'm really excited with, the way my season has gone so far and just looking to finish out strong here.
Ian Anderson with us here on Big Board Sports 104.5, the Team ESPN Radio, state champion at Shen, number 3 overall pick to the Atlanta Braves in 2016, and currently with the Double-A squad in Mississippi. Ian, what kind of hope do you get with this franchise and with your particular opportunity when you see a guy like Bryce Wilson go out there the other night and throw a 1-0 gem, and he's also only 20 years old? I mean, Atlanta is moving along a lot of their pitching prospects pretty quickly here.
Oh yeah, it's exciting. Me and my buddy Kyle, who's also just 20 in Double-A with me, we went out to a sports bar and watched Bryce pitch because we couldn't get the channel at our hotel, and it's fun. We enjoy watching all those guys get a chance to make such a big impact in a tight playoff race, and it gives us a little motivation to, get there ourselves soon enough.
We had Kevin Smith on the show yesterday, Ian, who I know you know and actually faced at Class A Advanced, and I asked him this question, and I want your answer to it as well. You probably have a list of things you want to work on or improve. What would be the number one thing Dad would tell you needs the most work?
I don't know, honestly. Probably just pitch to my game and not pitch to hitters and think they're any better than me. Just go into it with the confidence that I can get anyone out and just attack and stay aggressive. I would say that's probably what he would tell me, as he's told me many times before.
Should point out, if you don't know the background on Ian, that won a state championship at Shen, former teammate at Shen, Kevin Herter, part of the Atlanta pro sports scene as well. And then how's your twin brother doing? Ben, drafted by the Blue Jays in the 26th round, but chose to play at Binghamton. And from what I can tell, just finished up a strong summer in the Cape Cod League. How about an update on your brother, twin brother, Ben?
Yeah, he had a really good summer. think he's starting to like, pitching. Obviously, he was catcher in high school, but he's really looking forward to, the season, and hopefully he can make a huge impact there, and they can win some games and have a good year. But I know that he loves getting to work, and they're about to start fall practice up, so he's really looking forward to that.
Ian, we had just had Valley Cats manager Jason Bell on, and I asked him, I'm having a hard time retraining my brain to the important stats in baseball. I grew up learning that batting average, home runs, RBIs were most important for a batter, and then wins, losses, and ERA most important for a pitcher. As I don't know how much attention you pay to your stats, but if you are looking at any of them, what are some of the most important ones that you think illustrate exactly how well you're pitching or not pitching?
I like to look at probably like a whip or something like that. That can show you, just how many guys are you letting on base. And I still think ERA is a fairly important stat as well. Wins, sometimes you can't control it, especially in the minor leagues. On fairly strict pitch counts. You could go out there and cruise through 4 or 5, tie game, and you get taken out, so you can't get a win right there. But I'd probably say like whip and ERA, and then obviously I'm a big fan of strikeouts, so I feel like that kind of shows just how dominant you can be if you can strike a lot of guys out. So,
Ian, are you watching the Little League World Series in Williamsport? And are these? Is it me? Because I coach Little League baseball. Is it me, or are these 12-year-olds on these teams in Williamsport? These pitchers, are they throwing curveballs?
Yeah, they're definitely got some pretty good breaking balls. So it's still fun to watch the Little League World Series, no matter how old you get. I felt like the older I got, the less I would enjoy watching it, but haven't really hit that point yet.
When did you start throwing the curveball? Because to me, even at 12, I don't know, man. I don't want my kid throwing breaking balls and messing up his elbow at 12 years old. When did you start throwing the breaking ball? And is it necessary at 12 to be able to do that?
I don't think it's necessary, but I probably started throwing it around 12 or 13, and I'm still working on that pitch till this day to try to get it better and tighten it up and sharpen it up a little bit. So, even if you get a little behind, the 8-ball, learning it later, still going to be a pitch that you're going to need to tinker with constantly and really try to get a good feel for it to be effective for you.
What's your best pitch?
I'd say fastball right now.
Ian, Kevin Herter was asked about this after he was drafted and then introduced with the Hawks, but I'm curious too. What kind of, I don't know how much contact you have with him. I know you guys were buddies in high school, obviously played on that same state championship baseball team, but have you guys talked about the kind of dumb luck of being in the Atlanta organizations together?
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit, right when he first got drafted. Told him, the fans in Atlanta are awesome. And to, just enjoy the whole experience. Obviously it's a little different for him. He's going to be playing under the lights, right away. But, I told him, just enjoy it. And he's probably going to have to show me around Atlanta because he'll be there way before me. So
maybe not too far before, man. Hey, can we
maybe not.
Can we get your take on our Twitter poll? I don't know if you're a golf fan or not, but Tiger or Phil, would you pay $100 for it?
Yeah, I probably would. To see Tiger play alone, I would definitely do that.
How about 150?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about any amount?
Probably.
We got some truth this morning. I like that.
Well, hey, when you get to the big man, you sign that big old contract. I'm sure you'll have no problem doing that. Ian, always a pleasure, my man. Keep up the great work. We are paying attention here in the Capital Region.
Stay healthy, dude.
Thank you, guys. Great talking to you.
All right,
You
great
too.
talking to you, Ian Anderson.